Be excellent to each other. Be excellent to each other. Nope. No, oh my god. Words. Forced. Okay. Somewhere in there's gotta be something. Oh my god. Hi everybody, I'm MisSally, and today I'm bringing you on a ride while we try and talk my mom into playing Skyrim as her first AAA title back into console gaming. Figlet and I are planning to upgrade ours sometime in the near future to either an S and eventually a Scorpio, but for now we're talking about hopefully getting an S. And we kind of went back and forth on who we could gift our old system to, and I brought up my mom. I thought it might be a cool way for her and I to reconnect, you know, hang out and party, and I can walk her through some video games. And she agreed to take it off our hands and maybe hang out with me in a party and game. She's the one who taught me to game, so, but she hasn't console gamed in a while for various reasons, and so it's kind of an awesome thing to come back around and for me to show her what games have become and hang out and learn and teach from and to each other. I think that will be I'm super stoked. So, yay! I hope you don't mind Mommy, that I'm making you a video to bring you into my lovely world of Skyrim to try and help you find a place that I think you might be kind of comfortable hanging out for a while, because goodness knows there's enough to do for a great many hours of fun. Set in a now remastered fantasy world, this is one of the most fleshed out universes out there in both atmosphere, lore, original music, and just scale. It's gigantic. I'm gonna go buy a house. So I have a place to start storing my junk, because it's taking too long to get any of the other Jarls to let me buy a house on their property. Where's my house? Is this my house? This is my house, right? Yeah. Yay! There's books, Mom. There's friggin' books everywhere. I can collect them. You can pick them up, you can read them. They all have stories, every single one of them. Some are only a couple of pages, some of them are much, much longer. Some of them will automatically give you a level in one of your leveling things. Oh my gosh, dog! In one of your skill trees, some of them will give you open up locations on your map. You don't actually have to read the whole thing. It'll automatically do it, so I pick them up and read them. But if you want to, you can. There's a whole story there that is canon in the universe and interesting. Just the other day when I was playing, I legitimately solved a puzzle using the clues that were in the book on the table in the room, because it was the only key to solve the puzzle. I can't explain how excited I am about the book. You like hanging out with the books, and I am sure you are going to have lots to tell me about this universe. I do. It's one thing you and Figgy tend to share in common. You really dig your universes and learning about them. So this game has several races. I'm not gonna make the video long enough to explain each one, but each one has things that they're good and bad at. So I've gone Dark Elf. She's very pretty. She has red eyes and pink marks on her face. You can each race will experience different reactions from the NPCs based on what race they are. and how that NPC feels about the stereotypes and politics of your particular race. Oh my gosh. Okay, the map. The map on this game is just fantastic. Like, I've only just touched the surface of starting to hear about and read about locations. I suggest looking up a map online of all the unlocked locations. It might be a little intimidating, but you run across them like really organically. There's very little you can't pick up in this game. At the same time, like, everything has weight. It's not a realistic weight, but it does have weight. But you can, like, pick flowers and collect bugs and pick up all the books and mushrooms, and there's hunting and crafting, and these wolves are gonna attack me here. You get a wolf pelt from the wolves. That you can turn into leather, which you make into armor. There's several different kinds of flowers and mushrooms and overall resources that you need to pick up, and they all grow in their own unique places. This particular mushroom only grows in this particular place. There's juniper berries in the high desert area, but there's snowberries in the high mountain, snowy areas. A horse? Hello, horse. Oh, I don't want to steal a horse. You can steal things. There is a difference between taking something that is available and stealing things, and it will get you thrown in jail, caught, and you can bribe the cops. This game is so in-depth, Mommy. I can't even with the explaining. Let's see. In the items menu, you have your weapons and your... Oh, I need to put my helmet back on. Your armor, potions, that you can make your own. You can buy them, or make them, or pick them up along the way. Scrolls that are one-time magic use. Food for... I threw it all in a barrel somewhere. But food that you use to put together recipes and make real food. Ingredients are separate, sort of, from food, because these are made for making potions. You can see that they have different values down at the bottom, and the way to find the first one, little tip, is to just eat it. Oh, there's one. Raven feathers. Like that. So if you just eat the item, you will have the effect, the first effect will happen to you, so it's usually not something you want to do when you're low on health, just in case. But the rest you do through experimentation at an alchemy table. You just throw stuff together and see if it works. And your magic menu is real nice and simple. You have a favorites menu that you get to from the main thing. You have several different types of magic, and every race has have like a natural ability that they have. Like being a dark elf, I have a 50% resistance to fire, which comes out only so handy in a dragon game because the dragons don't always hit you with fire. Leveling up. You get to choose between magicka, health, and stamina. They are what you think they are, except the stamina will up your carry weight. When there's green on the numbers down at the bottom of the screen, that means that you're wearing an item that ups that number. So it's not actually an accurate number. So keep that in mind. And then the skills menu. So the leveling system in this game is one of my favorites. For your overall leveling, it happens when you do it. If you like picking locks, pick more locks and you get better at lock picking. but they're based around constellations, which I think is just absolutely beautiful. You level your light armor by getting hit. Like, the more you get hit on your armor, the better you get at using your armor. So it's a really neat system that's pretty easy to kind of figure out. All the words are where they need to be to help you figure it out. So yeah, the menu system is pretty good. It's under the B button, which is not super intuitive, but there is an actual menu under the start button, which is good. And it's where you find your quests and your stats, and it's also where you go to save and change all your settings and all of that stuff. So if you're running low on money, my suggestion is using arrows as currency. Any arrow you pick up that says value of 1 isn't worth anything, but anything of value of 2 or more will actually be worth something at the vendors. And I assume among those Skyrim memes that you've seen, the horses that can climb the side of the mountain, and you can do that, but you and your horse can also die from that. Fall damage is real. Try not to approach unknown people with your weapons out. Sometimes you will start a battle that was unnecessary because you walked too close to them with your knife out. That is a thing that can and will totally happen. Candlelight. You want the candlelight spell. Even if you don't go magic, you want the candlelight spell, because holy crap, having a flashlight in Skyrim has been eye-opening this time, because I've never had it before, because I haven't gone magic. So if you have any magic ability at all, make sure you pick up the candlelight tome. Oh, expert. Oh, lockpicking. Lockpicking is my zen. The left thumbstick moves the lockpick itself on the top, and the right thumbstick moves the knife down at the bottom. But even failure in this game gets you experience, which I really dig. It's my mantra. I love that you can get experience from failure. I really dig that. Another tip is to make sure that you always have a pickaxe, because you run across raw resources in the ground. I don't think I'm gonna run across any this game. Oh, ghosts. Legitimate ghosts. Okay. Stabbing ghosts. 'Cause Skyrim. Be careful with your companions. You are the only one who can permadeath them. If they are down on the ground on their knee, all of the other NPCs will ignore them, but you can stab them to death and they will be dead forevers. They don't come back. They will have a grave and everything. There's too much to this game for me to make a video short enough to be entertaining for either of us. I hope that you've seen enough and I've explained enough to at least get you kind of interested in coming along. Well, I wish we could play it multiplayer, but we can't. They have an MMO if you really like the universe, but I have a friend that can tell you all about it. But it's such an amazing game, and there's just so much to discover. There's just story after tiny story, and big, huge. The whole province of Skyrim is in the middle of a war because and there's a whole subplot there that you can avoid completely if you want to, because I have been, like I tend to do in Bethesda games. I tend to avoid the main plot as much as I can until I'm almost done with the universe, and then I kind of speed run the plot. But I want to see everything that I can before I push to the end. But, you know, everybody does it different. I'm sure there are other people who do it completely the opposit way, and I know that the middle ground is a giant place. But I'm kind of curious how you will play Skyrim and what the politics in your world will look like, and I look forward to discussing the things that you've found and that that we can share. So, Skyrim, Mom, you totes gotta play it. It's so much fun. To anybody else who happened upon this video, I hope that I hope you found it entertaining, and if you haven't played Skyrim yet, I hope I've nudged you just as hard as anybody who knows you has played it has nudged you into finally picking it up, because it looks glorious and it runs beautifully. I can't even with it's just amazing. It's just still Bethesda. The game still has Bethesda bugs, but you know, what are you gonna do in a world that big, really? I think I'm gonna leave this here and go find some. I'm totally gonna start taking care of this video and not play more Skyrim. This is totally what I'm gonna do. Okay, love you, mommy. Everybody else, hugs. Bye.